Pierce, and we're back for Career Conversations with Nicole. I'm super excited today. I have two good friends on the call, Nikelle and Whitney. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Nicole.
Hi. Thanks for joining me. As always, why don't we start off with a little introduction of Smith & Howard and Frazier Deeter, and you tell us a little bit about what you guys do there.
Okay, well, my name is Nikelle Klareich, and I am the recruiter for Smith & Howard. We are a mid-size firm, and we're located in Midtown.
Awesome.
And I'm Whitney Wright. I am one of the university recruiters for Frazier Deeter. We are also a mid-size firm headquartered in Midtown, but we have locations across the U.S. and UK.
Awesome. So exciting. Well, students, I encourage you right now, pause this video, go check them both out online, and then come back and join us. So the topic's going to be fun today. I'm really excited about it. We are going to talk all things Summer Leadership Program. And I'm very sad, but I think some students still don't know what SLPs, which that's the short version students, are. So I think this is going to be great. We can really just dive in. So the first question, Whitney, I'm going to let you do it, is what is a summer leadership program and who hosts these types of events?
Yeah, so a summer leadership program is kind of like a precursor to an internship. Usually accounting firms hold these conferences, and it's just a really good opportunity for students who are interested in public accounting to come and learn more about the field, the opportunities, and the firms themselves, get a glimpse into the culture of each firm.
Yeah, no, it's great. Nikelle, how long is a summer leadership program typically?
It can vary from firm to firm. I think on average, most firms do them for a day and a half to 2 days, but I've seen 1 day, and I've seen large national firms do 4 and 5 day events.
Awesome. Yeah. So I think when students hear summer leadership program, they may interpret that as being all summer long. So I love for students to hear that the summer leadership programs are really just kind of a low commitment, right? It's only 1 or 2 days, 1.5 days, and you really get a ton of value from it. So cool. So the next question is, do you get paid for attending an SLP?
So unfortunately, you don't get paid for attending the summer leadership program, but you're getting a lot of value in these programs. So you are learning a lot about a possible career path for you. And in addition to that, you're also getting great experience because you're getting to meet other students who are going through similar things as you. Sometimes you get some fun gifts or some fun social outings out of it as well. So there definitely is an incentive to come to one of these conferences.
Yeah, so I don't think the getting paid is the real value here. And I used to tell students all the time that you would be treated as royalty probably if you go to these things. But now with it being virtual, I know that things are a little bit different, but there definitely is perks, students. Can you attend more than one of these, Nikelle?
I hope that students attend more than one. I think it is so important, and I know plenty of students who attend 3 and 4. I think the record I have seen so far is 7, which is a lot. That's pretty intense, but it's the best way to get to know the firms. You know, Frazier Deeter is an excellent firm. Smith & Howard is an excellent firm, but there's going to be a lot of things that make us different from each other, not better or worse, just different. And the best way you're going to know where you're going to fit in is by attending one of these programs.
So what are SLP used for? And I know y'all both kind of touched on this, but honestly, from a firm's perspective, what are they used for? And then from a student's perspective, how can they use it?
I think it is kind of us getting to know each other better. So are you going to be a good fit for our firm? Is our firm going to be a good fit for you? So it's really just that time to get to know each other a little bit better and figure those things out. Recruiting can be a little bit hectic, and sometimes we only have short blocks with you, especially in this virtual environment. So this is just an extended way to get to know each other a little bit better.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. No, that's so good. And but where I really was trying to poke you to say is, do you use these to help you decide on who you extend internship offers to?
Yes, I think most firms do use this as an opportunity to see, are these students going to be good candidates for internships for the following year? So it is kind of that extended interview process without feeling like an interview necessarily.
Awesome. No, that's really great. And so do both of y'all, I'll throw Nikelle into this part too. Do y'all extend internship offers directly after this? Or, and this is kind of off script, but how do you normally do that?
So I'd say that our practices have definitely changed over the last few years. Last year, we made offers immediately afterwards. And those students to whom we made offers are either they started this week or they're starting next week, and in some cases won't even be starting until after our next summer leadership program starts. A student should think of a summer leadership program as their best way, like that should be their first route to getting an internship. Second would be fall recruiting.
Got it. Okay. And Whitney, are you guys the same? Do y'all extend?
Yes, we do. Directly after the summer leadership program, we try to do it within 1 or 2 days after the students leave, so they get that answer immediately. So 1 or 2 days after, they will know whether they have an internship offer with us or not.
So Nikelle, so this question is kind of awkward, but how can a student attend an SLP? Like, what are the steps and processes to actually be able to go to one? Because now you've got the students all excited and they all want to come, but now how do they do that? And the second part to that would be, in that process, how can they stand out and shine, or how do they raise their chances of being selected?
So many firms have an application that you complete that might be followed by an interview. Some firms actually start their selections during fall recruiting season, but don't be discouraged if there is a firm and you're interested in attending their program. Call them. Let them know you're interested, because even if they have filled all their spots, they might put you on a wait list. And as you get closer to the event, students change their mind for various reasons. So there's definitely still space at a lot of firms, if not most of them. And in terms of standing out, I know that for me, the students who do the things that they're supposed to do, like reply to my emails, show up on time for their virtual interviews, be responsive, treat the interview like an interview, not like don't be on your phone walking through the quad kind of thing. And be professional and be friendly, show who you are.
I love it. So I love all of that. But Whitney, I'm going to ask you to dig in a little bit too. So Nikelle, if I heard you correctly, so they definitely have to apply, right? Just like any sort of job that they would have to apply. And then after they apply, then what happens? Do you guys do interviews for summer leadership programs just like you would do for a job or internship? Am I hearing you correctly?
So the interview process is very different. For us, it would be a 10-minute interview with me or another person on our staff, whereas an interview for an internship is going to be formal, longer, and with partners and managers.
Got it. Whitney, do y'all do the same thing?
Yeah, our interview process is a bit more condensed and a little bit more laid back than our internship interview process. So we do ask that students try to speak with us at meet the firms and things like that. If we have any events that they're engaged at, that definitely makes them stand out. And then we do have an interview process where you meet with 2 people for 30 minutes each. So it'd be an hour long total. It's 1 manager, 1 partner, and they just really want to get to know the student and see if they would be a good fit to come to the program, if they seem like they're eager to learn. And I think that's the biggest thing, just having the best attitude and eager to learn.
The other thing, students, I hope you're hearing through this recap is that it sounds like the SLP interview process is going to be a little bit easier than just going in to try to get an internship. And so for students that may struggle with that process, this could be really a better way for you to see success. So super cool. So, Nikelle, how can a student stand out, not in the interview process, right, which we kind of touched on, but like when they're actually at the SLP? Because I guess the goal at this point is really to land that internship from this summer leadership program. So how can they try to give themselves a leg up?
They need to actively participate, whether it is in person or it is virtual. And every year, no matter how we've done it, you have some students who are asking questions. They're willing to approach the partners. They're willing to approach the staff. And you have some students who kind of hang back and don't do any of that. We can't get to know you if you don't talk to us. And especially when it's in a virtual environment, which I think a lot of these are going to be in, you need to participate, whether it's asking questions or, putting comments in the chat, whatever modes are available to you for participation.
Or doing something else while Zoom is just on, right? Like in this virtual environment, it's so hard to, well, I don't think it's hard to tell if someone's actually engaged, but you can immediately tell if someone's actually actively participating or just kind of doing something else.
We know.
So, Whitney, how should a student follow up from the SLP? Or if you want to talk about follow up from the interviews or any of that, follow up just in general as they kind of go through this recruitment cycle.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say you can never follow up too much. So any professional that you meet, try to get their information, whether that's a physical business card or just asking for their email, and follow up with them. Connect with them on LinkedIn. As many people and connections as you can make within a firm, the better your chances are that you're going to have future opportunities with them. So never hesitate to send a quick follow-up email to anybody throughout the process. Definitely at SLP, don't just follow up with the recruiter, but follow up with the professionals that you meet with. That will hold a lot of weight because you probably have gotten to know the recruiter at that point, but it's really the other professionals who want to get to know you. So that would make a lasting impact, I think.
A student, let's say they meet like a couple staff, a couple partners, and so there's like a little list of 5 people. Can they send that in one email to all of them, or do they need to be separate? And if they are separate, can they just copy and paste what they put to the other person or not?
So I would say you definitely want to try and customize as much as possible, especially if you had a conversation with someone and you can remember a fact that you talked about and bring that up in the follow-up email.
Well, I love it. This is it. That was the last question. I do, as always, would love for you guys to give any last minute advice to the students about this process before we go.
So hopefully all the students who are listening who haven't applied yet or have only applied to 1 or 2, keep applying. If you got rejected last year, apply again this year. And I think don't let not getting in 1 year sour you on it. It's just tough decisions have to be made. But the biggest piece of advice I want to give, especially when you're attending 2, 3, 4 of these programs or more, don't accept a job offer until you've gone to all of the programs. I would hope that you would say to me, wow, I'm so honored. I still have 1 program, 5 programs, whatever it is to attend. Can I please get an extension? And then ask for, if you're asked to give a date, give the date that's maybe 1 week past your last program.
So Whitney, what's yours?
I would say just go past the bare minimum with recruiting. So just signing up for the career fair isn't going to be enough. We're not going to get to know you enough in that 10 minutes to really set yourself apart. So if you see that firms are hosting virtual events, I know that you've been on the computer a lot. We have too, but try your hardest to attend those things. Set up coffee meetings with people that you meet. If you are interested in learning more about the firm, just reach out to that person, see if they could do a virtual coffee.
Students, I hope you heard all of the wonderful advice they gave. Everything was so amazing. Guys, thank you so much for your time. And until we see each other again, bye.
Bye.